Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Knack, and we do have some live action coming at you right now on GSL's dual site. We are in the second matchup of this best of 5, or clan war. Let's just stop there because I'm going to get myself tongue-tied here. But it is a clan war between Art of War, AoW, and Hugs and Kisses, and it's going to be Bosnic going to be representing Clan Hugs and Kisses, taking on AoWAmPLifY, representing obviously Art of War, as you can see there in his name tag. He is going to be spawning as our pink Terran player down here at, or on the, the top right hand side. Bottom left here is Bosnic as our teal Protoss. Cross positions. Now it is a 2-player map, so I guess there's only 2 spawn points anyway, but this is going to be a great game. Now AoWAmPLifY, a phenomenal player. Both of these guys high level master or grandmaster level players. I don't know what Bosnic is particularly, and I'm keeping AoWAmPLifY's rank a secret at the request of Giraffe. Ladies and gentlemen, I do just want to mention how much work Giraffe has put in to make this happen tonight, and so everybody, when you see him, tell him thank you, and give him a big fat high five, maybe a hug, I don't know. But, I mean, he does a lot of work to bring this stuff to us, and setting this up was not, I mean, it's a chore, as well as we've got to be thanking Purity for doing the artwork for this tournament, and as well as, you know, some other people that have been doing some adminning and things like that, setting things up, hanging out, people that are committing to come play the games, part of these clans. So, I mean, it's really a lot of work. It's a culmination of a lot of people really supporting this kind of esports thing. And I got some guys out there on the live stream asking about the website. The website is not up. It will be up soon. It is not up right now. So I know you guys are trying to get there. You cannot get there quite yet, but it will be soon. So check back shortly, and we'll be having some good stuff there. But it is going to be a wall off here for AoWAmPLifY. Notice he is going to be putting his barracks down here to block that off. We should see a supply depot going down here as well in just a bit. So good stuff there from AoWAmPLifY. Notice he's got the 1 gas on the way. We do have the probe scout from Bosnic. Bosnic going to try and figure out what's going on here. He does see the timing, just the 1 gas right now, so no super crazy things, nothing exceptionally scary so far from AoWAmPLifY. So Bosnic is going to be poking in and out here. Oh, but look at that. The SCV dropping that supply depot just in time. Let's take a look at Bosnic's base. He does have his cyber core going down. Looks to be almost 50% complete, and gas number 2, so fairly early gas there from Bosnic. Probably going to be going for a lot of sentries here fairly early is my guess, and maybe even doing a 3-gate robo type of build. We'll see. You could even go Stargate with that early of a gas here. But saturation right off the bat, and here goes the cyber core. Probably going to be getting out a Stalker. Yes, he is. There's the Stalker, as well as the warp gate tech. Are we going to see? Oh, well, he's been spending a lot of chronos on his economy, so doesn't have enough chronos now to boost his warp gate tech, but boosting instead the Stalker here. So probably going to send this guy out across the map to poke up the ramp and see what he can see. Not a bad play there at all. So good stuff there from Bosnic. I'm liking this guy quite a bit already. What a great Terran player, or being a Protoss player. Does have his 2nd gateway going down already as well. Oh, this guy's going to build something. What was it? Oh, it was a pylon. Never mind. All right, let's go check out this base. 2nd barracks on the way. We do have a reactor on barracks number 1. Still on 1 gas here. So my guess is we're going to see a tech lab. Indeed it is. There's the tech lab for AoWAmPLifY, and going to be probably getting out concussive shells first. If not, then it will likely be stim. But look at this. Command center going down here in pretty decent time for AoWAmPLifY as well. My goodness, this guy is such a phenomenal player. Sometimes I just get chills watching guys like this play, but both of these guys have really got the skill. Let's just check their APM for a second. I haven't been watching APM since they changed how they calculate it. Look at that. It's way lower than it used to be. I mean, it used to be that you could watch guys like this play and their APM was like 300 non-stop average or whatever. But they changed the way they calculate APM, so some spamming gets eliminated out of it, and it makes the number calculate just a little bit lower. Good stuff. We do have this SCV cruising out. Here is going to get sniped, unfortunately here. Stalker does get 1 kill. AoWAmPLifY not able to save that guy, and Bosnic going to be gathering a little bit of intel there. So is he going to poke back in here? That's the question. Looks like he is. Does see the 1 Marauder there, so that lets him know kind of what's going on. Letting that Marauder come out tells him that there's probably a 2nd barracks up here, as well as obviously the tech lab. But So 2 barracks, he probably knows what's coming, and it is going to be a 2 racks push. Got a couple SCVs in here, just 3 of them it looks like. Not bad, but he does have a couple Marauders here. Concussive Shells now is complete. Oh, you guys want to know if he saw the command center? Let's check real quick. He did see the command center when he poked up that ramp, so good call there. Good call. He did see that, but here comes the pressure. Amplify going to be working on this, trying to deny this expand. Good force field there. Going to try and choke these guys down, keep them a little bit out of the way. But Bosnic, wow, even after scouting that push, still somehow does not have quite enough units here to defend perfectly. Warping in a couple more is definitely going to help. It looks like he is going to be able to clean this up, but it looks like it may be costly. Let's see who ended up losing more in there. It may actually be Amplify. Oh, it's fairly even exchange. Not bad, but after that little bit of a cleanup there, Amplify did end up losing exactly the same amount, so a little bit of even back and forth here. The nice thing is for Bosnic is that Amplify was not able to deny this Nexus here, and now we have a 2 base play for both of these guys. We do have the Orbital Command now out here in this position, and the SCV transfer, as well as the probe transfer back here for Bosnic. So 2 base play all the way around. Yeah, no Guardian Shield. You expired out there on the live stream. Notice that. No Guardian Shield there from Bosnic, so that was kind of interesting. I think maybe 1 Guardian Shield there probably could have really helped Bosnic out in that defense. Didn't really need as many force fields, quite frankly, but yeah, not bad. Now let's take a look at our tech patterns here. Excuse me. Robotics facility is out on the field, going to be chrono boosting out an observer. Want to get this guy over to the other side of the map to see what's going on in Amplify's base. Now Amplify is going to be working on more upgrades. We do have Stim going down, more Marines, more Marauders, and a supply depot going down here in kind of a funny little position. However, this barracks apparently does not need an add-on, so he does not get one. We do have a factory going down on the low ground here for Amplify, so kind of interesting positioning here. But a decent-looking defensive army here from Amplify. Plenty of Marines. You can see Bosnic poking in here just to see what's going on. As well. Oh, look at this. A missile turret going down as well, just for safekeeping. I love this from Amplify. When he doesn't get good scouting in, like if he doesn't feel like he can scout, he just plays it safe and toss down a missile turret. That's going to help you. If your Protoss opponent does go for those DTs, this missile turret will allow you to really save the day there. Now we do have a reactor going down on this factory, so that's kind of interesting. Looks like the starport probably going to fly over there. Probably could have built it a little bit closer, but it's not that far of a flight distance when it comes down to it. Not bad though. And here comes the scouting observer. Bosnic cruising around here, seeing everything that's going on. Does see this gas going down over here. And going to peek around to the other side. Wants to see if there's a third gas. Is going to scout the starport here though in just a moment. It looks like maybe. Oh, well, he turned around. I think he saw that reactor on the factory there. Factory is lifting up. Starport on the reactor, so we are going to definitely see some medevacs here. Maybe some drops from Amplify. I'm interested to see how that's going to go. A Guardian Shield is 75, not 100. See that? 75. Some guys on the live stream want to know that. But yeah, so it looks like our third upgrade here, Combat Shield. Going to be solid infantry army here for Amplify. Now, the nice thing for Bosnic is he does have Colossus on the way. One already mixed in his army. You can see a scan going down there for Amplify. Good scouting intel there. Is going to see that Colossus right away. So now he will know exactly what to do to prepare for this type of attack. Now, Bosnic in great shape. Let's just check the units tab here for just a moment. Look at his probe count, 61 to 46. Now, obviously with those mules, Amplify is going to be able to make up a little bit of that ground there, but there's some disparity there in the income for these two guys. So I would say that Amplify probably has got a little bit of work to do there economically. Oh, look at this. His factory going to be flying out here for some scouting intel. There he goes. Amplify is going to be building Command Center number 3 right where he wants it. Not going to be worried about flying it out there later. Putting it down right where he wants it is going to get that expand up and rolling here fairly quickly. I think is a great idea. We do see plenty of Vikings and medevacs cruising out here from the starport, so pretty good stuff. Sending them out in even numbers. That's awesome. Oh, look at that observer almost getting sniped there. That would have been good. would have been good. But look at this. Bosnic has the same idea. He does have his Nexus up and rolling here for his third as well. And he's got plenty of probes to go ahead and transfer over there. In fact, he could do it right now. I think would be a great time. But look at this army. Triple Colossus so far in this army. Plenty of Zealots. And back to your production tab, we do see infantry armor level 1 going down as well. Some ghosts coming out. So good stuff there. Wow, this observer been poking in and out though, trying to gather some good intel. Let's take a look what else we've got here. No nukes yet. Too bad. Cry face. But yeah, so there's infantry armor. It looks like it's about a third of the way complete. Nice looking unit mixture here for Amplify. However, it is going to be critically weak against the Colossus right now unless these Vikings, which he only has 3, well, no, 5 now, I should say. 5 Vikings. Unless these Vikings can focus down these Colossus quickly, early in the battle, like before the Colossus get into position. And that's difficult because they are going to have... Do they have a Thermal Lance upgrade already? Where is that building? Where'd it go? There it is. Yep, they do have the Thermal Lance already. So good stuff there. And as long as he can deal with those Colossus quickly enough, then this ground army should be fairly strong against this Protoss ground army. But the Colossus are the deal breaker or maker in this exchange, I think. So we'll see who's going to go down here in just a little bit. Do have a Zealot cruising in here to the main mineral line, or the third mineral line, I should say. And you can see there in the production tab that we've got charge on the way. We've got armor level 2, weapons level 2, as well as a dark shrine. So going to see some DTs here in just a little bit. Notice we've got more barracks going down here at the third. No detection here at the third, so the third is going to be critically weak against DT. We do have a pylon here in pretty decent location for some DT harass, but it looks as though Amplify gearing up for a big push here with this very, very large army. We do have +1/+1 complete for these guys, and Ghosts in tow. Ghosts going to be really, really effective. Oh, looks like this Colossus may get caught. No, he's not. Not quite. Almost. That would have been awesome. Look at that. These Vikings going to chase those Colossus off as quickly as possible. Want to see the upgrades for Amplify? It's +1/+2. Looking pretty solid. That armor upgrade really going to be helpful. Charge lots getting in here on the action. Going to be surrounding this army. It looks like Amplify losing it very quickly, but wow. Somehow this is a very even exchange here. That is partially because of these Vikings. Good time to be landing the Vikings is now, though. Amplify does have these guys, a couple left over, but they are all going to be going down, and it looks like it is time to evacuate what units he does have left. However, he is not doing so. Now, we don't have any DTs quite yet, but it's about time for that, ladies and gentlemen. So we could see some DTs here any moment. We do see a lot of barracks now going down here for Amplify, but that army, wow, evaporating there for both of them. But I think Bosnic coming out ahead there, so good stuff. You can see that. Oh, my goodness, but look at the resources lost. Talk about an even exchange. I say that maybe somebody came out ahead, but not really. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. It is pretty stinking even. That's funny, actually. Cool. So, but here comes some DT. Now notice no detection here, so a lot of damage is about to be done by these DTs. Ouch. Oh my goodness. 3 kills so far on that one, 3 on that one, 4. And these are just going to be racking up. These kills going to be going. Oh my goodness, this mineral line going to be in shambles here. Absolute shambles. This is brutal here for Amplify. This is going to give Bosnic exactly what he needs now. Notice that he is going to be long distance mining gold here while he's putting down a Nexus. Amazing. It's because he's got his main mined out. He's just going to have those probes doing something because he's got that probe count so stinking high right now. And Amplify having to sack this base, just not worth it to him to go down there and defend it apparently. But all of those mining SCVs are gone at this point, and that is brutal, brutal, brutal. There we go. He is going to defend it. Going to take out these DTs, but you know what? It is too late, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, the damage is done there at this point, and now Bosnic going to be pulling ahead in the supply count. And wow, I don't know. I mean, this is I'd say that attack is making the game right now for Bosnic. That is definitely putting him ahead. Check units lost now, 9,100 to 8,000, and all of that being, that's right, SCVs. So ouch is the word for the evening. right now in this game for AoWAmPLifY, but he is going to be cruising out across the map with a fairly large force. But, oh man, look at this force. He's going to scout that. I don't think I would move in. I think I would back out if I were AoWAmPLifY at this point. Does have +1/+1, but now +2/+2 completed for Bosnic, and here comes the exchange, and it looks like Bosnic going to be in great shape. You can see the EMPs going down, and there it is, GG from AoWAmPLifY. Not much he can do at this point. Look at that super strong army. Great game. Thank you guys for coming out. Don't alt-tab. Always alt-Starcraft. We will see you guys in just a bit. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Knack, and we do have some live action coming at you. It is going to be on Xel'Naga Caverns Game 2 in this best of 3. This is the second matchup of the evening in this clan war between Art of War, AoW, and XoXo, also known as Hugs and Kisses. Bosnic going to be representing that particular clan here in the top right-hand side of this two-player map. He is going to be Teal Protoss. And all the way down here in the bottom left-hand corner is AoW's AoWAmPLifY. Going to be spawning as our Red Terran. Game 2, like I said, now AoWAmPLifY did lose Game 1 in that first game. So, I mean, it was a brutal loss, actually. I think it just came down to Bosnic's wonderful use of those Colossus. Those Colossus able to do all the damage that they needed to. And AoWAmPLifY just having trouble with, just an infantry army against those Colossus. So, pretty good. I mean, he did have some Vikings mixed in there, but it just takes so long, especially with that +2 armor upgrade, which Bosnic did have in both of those engagements at the end of the map. So at the end of the game there. So good stuff there from Bosnic. He is going to be going into this with the pressure off here for just a moment, and the pressure now on AoWAmPLifY here. He's got to take 2 games in a row to make this happen. I'll send you guys the link for that song if you want. There you go. Cool, so let's take a look. And AoWAmPLifY is going to be getting his Gauss down here in pretty decent time, and Gateway down for Bosnic. Nothing unstandard here. It looks like standard openers so far, except for Bosnic not going to be mining gas. He's probably just going to saturate it when his opponent comes into the map. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, there he goes. There he is mining gas. Cybernetic score going down. And nothing out of this quite yet. Probably going to go straight for Stalker here. Maybe even straight for Sentry. We'll see which is the case. Probably Stalker. Usually Stalker first is what you do. But here comes the scout from AoWAmPLifY. Going to be cruising in here. This SCV with his Eternal Cigarette. Going to be smoking and scouting at the same time. Now talk about multitasking. SCVs are an awesome unit. And off he goes. Cool. Good job, Art of War Clan War, or Art of War AoWAmPLifY's SCV. Good job, buddy. He did get some scouting intel. Does see this simulator going down. Bosnic is going to be getting his second gas, which means 3-gate robo is a potential. If not, it is going to at least have plenty of sentries, and abusing those force fields, so effective for Protoss players. Now, we do have Cybercore research going down here. No chrono going down on it quite yet, though. It's because he's been using his chronos. He's used 3 chronos on this Nexus for his economy. Trying to get himself an economic lead here. Definitely has been paying off for him. And notice that Bosnic did steal a gas here. We do have several Marines, though, going to be picking away at this sucker here for just a little while. Man, it's so frustrating. Look how much HP those suckers have. 900 HP on an assimilator. Whoa! I mean, that's why it takes so stinking long to take it down. Look at that. AoWAmPLifY absolutely ready to go ahead and get his refinery in place. Here comes a Stalker, going to be poking up the ramp here. Not super effective defense with just Marines here. So actually I'm mystified why Bosnic backed out there. He could have sniped at least one of those Marines, I think. Yep, I think that would have been good. AoWAmPLifY's SCV saying, get me the heck out of here, man. Get me back in this base. It's safe. So he's back to the mineral line. Off he goes, happily mining away now. We can see Bosnic poking up and down this ramp here. 4 Marines now, 5, that's good. Now we do have this reactor out on the barracks, obviously, as well as a tech lab here, and barracks number 2, so not a 1-1-1, but he does have this siege tank coming out. Looks like we got some Marines going to try and chase off this sentry and this Stalker, which is quite a task. And Amplify saying, you know what, I better not go too far, otherwise there will be reinforcements, and then all of my Marines will die, so I think backing out here, probably a wise move. Going to get back up into position on the high ground, where it is safe and sound and secure. Oh, look at this, another Rax on the way, so we are going to see a pretty decent push here with tanks, but the tank tech has been revealed here. So Bosnic does see the tank now, that's absolutely going to be helping him, so he's not going to assume at this point Cloaked Banshees, at least not rushed into. So, I mean, that's going to make him feel a little bit better. And with the amount of Marines on the field, he can probably guess that it's just going to be tanks and Marines here for just a little bit. But here comes the attack from Bosnic. It looks like he is going to commit to this. Notice he has put down a forward pylon here. And 3 sentries may be enough. I don't know. We'll see. Tanks here, the siege tech, it researches so stinking fast. Look at that, only 80 seconds. That SCV trying to get out, however, it's not going to happen. Now Bosnic kind of performing a little bit of a contain here, which I like this play. It's going to give him a chance to feel safer taking his Nexus in this wide open expansion area. Look at that. So many ways to get into that base. But yeah, so just trying to help himself feel a little bit safer while he takes his expand. Notice that he's going to be putting his reinforcements here instead of down here, so he's not going to be mounting an attack. But at this moment, Siege Tank's going to be blasting away, taking down the shields there pretty solid. And cruising down the ramp here, Amplify may be trying to put some pressure on his opponent here. We don't see an expand going down, so it might be move out time for Amplify. 3 tanks, 4 tanks now, going to be cruising out. Siege mode is complete, and plenty of Marines for just a little bit. Looks like a nice looking attack. Oh, but look at this. Bosnic going to be meeting him in the center of the field. However, these guys are going to be a little bit out of position. 1 sentry going down immediately. Good snipe there. You can see that already this is going in Amplify's favor. A lot of energy being wasted here. Sentries, 2 sentries have already gone down. All of those Marines taking out these, wow, all of those Zealots going down. And now Bosnic stuck with just these stalkers for just a little bit, and they are not going to be super effective against siege tanks. And here comes the attack. 4 tanks is going to be extremely difficult to deal with. I'd say at best here for Bosnic, he is just going to lose this expansion, but this could potentially even be game. Now these Zealots did get a nice snipe on that tank there, but they did go down. Here comes the rest of the reinforcements here for Bosnic. He has a couple Zealots here going to be walking into this tank line. Oh, but those 2 Marines keeping the blasts away from the tanks for just a little bit, and this entire army going down. And there's the GG from Bosnic. Great game there. Amplify taking down game number 2. That ties it up. We will be going to game number 3 here in just a minute. Don't alt tab. Always alt Starcraft. We will see you guys in just a bit. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Knack, and we do have live action coming at you right now. It is going to be on Tal'Darim Altar. Check it out. Game 3 in this best of 3 between Bosnic and Amplify. Last game going to Amplify with a wonderful tank push. Beautiful stuff. Now notice that Bosnic going to be choosing a fairly large map here that a lot of people consider to favor Protoss. Interesting choice. So, good stuff. There's the GLHF from Amplify. You gotta love the manners on these guys. Having tons of fun even when they're gonna... One of them's gotta lose. You know what I mean? But good stuff. Let's take a look. Let me just check this real quick. Make sure my video is going. Yes, it is. Good. Alright, we're set. Alright, and Amplify is going to be spawning at our top left position as Red Terran. In the bottom left position is Bosnic. He is our Protoss, and the teal color is what he has chosen here. Lord Frisia asking about t-shirts out on the live stream. So the answer is yes. He wants to know if you guys are going to have plenty of chances to get t-shirts. The answer is yes. So, like for instance, this tournament on Saturday, I think I'm going to try and find a fun way to give away a t-shirt on Saturday. So sign up for the tournament. I can promise you one thing: your chances of getting a t-shirt will be much greater if you sign up for the tournament. Plus, there's a $20 prize pool for the tournament, which is not bad for, I mean, a one-nighter, you know, a relatively small tournament. So sign up for the tournament. I did post the link there. If you guys need to get in, let me know. But looks like Bosnic going to be going for a standard opener here. He does have his gas on the way and saturating that sucker immediately. Notice a little bit of a wall in here for Amplify. Supply depot is going down, so this barracks not going to have an add-on anytime soon unless he lifts it off. But not quite yet. We just have Marines on the way, and the command center going to be morphing into an orbital. Cool, so orbital command is up and running almost, and a zealot actually chrono. Wow, Bosnic chrono boosting out a zealot here. Now that's the first time we've seen him do that. Looks like he may be trying to put on a zealot zealot stalker push. You can see that the cyber core is completing. Probably going to see a stalker chrono boosted out here. He's got plenty of energy. Where's the chrono? Where's the chrono? Uh-oh, Bosnic not chronoing here. You got to chrono if you're going to put that pressure on. Look at this. You can see the zealot cruising around his base here, just checking to make sure there's nobody in his base. Wants to be safe there. I don't blame him. But in the meantime, we do have a command center going down for Amplify and barracks number 2. So is he going to have enough defense? That is the question. Probably going to be a good time to put down a bunker here in just a little bit. But here comes a probe scout. Does see double Marines, now triple. Of course, he only knows there's 2. But here comes the zealot. Here comes the stalker right behind. So it is going to be a 1 zealot, 1 stalker push. It's not harass. This is a push, ladies and gentlemen. And bunker going down, but it is not going to be in the correct time. Probably going to focus fire these Marines first since they are in small numbers. Oh, but great kiting here from Amplify. Is he going to be able to take down the zealot? That is the key. No, he does not. And this guy going to get killed. Good cancel there, and down goes that SCV. Trying to mount his defenses here in his base, having to pull a lot of SCVs to make this happen. Oh, look at that. The stalker trying to focus down that Marine and doing actually a pretty dang good job of it. This Marine has got to stay alive. Absolutely the DPS, but oh, focused down by Bosnic. Great snipe there. That is absolutely going to be costing Amplify here. Does not have any real way to defend here other than 1 Marine at a time, and that is brutal, and especially with this 1 stalker who can kite indefinitely because of his speed. Wow, this is good stuff, man. Bosnic going to be continuing this pressure, and here comes the sentry now to join the fight. Going to be a force field there, trapping one of these Marines outside the base, and down he goes. Good snipe there, and Bosnic, wow, in phenomenal shape, I think, at this point. Do have more Marines coming out. It looks like Amplify is barely going to have enough now to hold this off. Good snipe there on that sentry. Now the stalker should be in just a little bit of trouble, but he is going to pick up probably 1 or 2 even more kills there. There goes to this another. Maybe 1 more. Nope. Looks like Amplify will get the best of him. Now going to be backing out. Going to be flying his command center out immediately, which is now an orbital command. Got to get it done now. That is for sure. And in the meantime, Bosnic did expand behind this. He does have his Nexus up and running. There's the probe transfer for him, so he's doing pretty solid. Good stuff there. Nice 4-gate. It's going to be a solid 4-gate. Is he going to push out here? Again. He may actually push out here. Sorry about my cough, guys. Can't help it. Got allergies. Hay fever season. Bunker is going to go down, though. That is absolutely going to help Amplify defend this position. Now, let's take a look at what new tech we've got. Ha! More barracks. So Amplify going to be sticking with heavy infantry units here for just a little while. We do have Stimpak going down. Concussive shells not coming out first here, so that's kind of interesting. Going to have to stick with these Marines for just a little bit. Now, he is on the 2-base play. That's really going to be helping him. Let's check the units tab here before this. Oh, never mind. It is going down right now. Here is the attack. Going to be working on this bunker quickly. Getting the SCVs in on the fight. Not even worrying about repairing the bunker. Notice that he just evacuated the bunker. And it looks like Amplify is going to be able to hold this off, but the cost is absolutely great, I think, at this point. No, look at that. The Warpin's coming in, and that is too much for him to handle. And there it is. GG. Bosnic taking it down for Clan. Hugs and kisses. That is 2 matches in a row these guys have taken in this best of 5 tonight. So wonderful stuff. Grats to Bosnic. Grats to Clan. Hugs and kisses for that. Thank you guys for coming out. Thank you guys for watching. Don't alt tab. Always alt Starcraft. We will see you guys in our next matchup.